You join us just in time for the mystery object round. And this week, it's this, which has been sent to us by David Gorman from Stafford, who is me. I'll tell you what it is, it's quite tough. It is a grass. That's what it is. It's a thing that you plug into your car so that it can tell your insurance company how good or how bad you are as a driver. It's a grass that you volunteer to plug into your own car. That there goes into the cigarette lighter, and that bit there tells the insurance company how you're driving. This came to my attention because I have recently re-entered the world of motoring. Obviously, I needed to get insurance, and there were two things counting against me. One, where I live, and two, everything else. What I do for a living, how old I am, how long it is since I last drove, the fact that I don't have a no-claims bonus, everything about my life conspired against me when it came to getting insurance. These are genuine quotes from a price comparison website. Yes, exactly. And that is for a second-hand Kia Ceed. They're quoting me more than half the price of the car to get insurance. This is a ridiculous world. Which is why I ended up with one of those devices. This is a thing called telematics. Telematics means they're measuring things, basically computing. It's just ones and zeros. They can measure anything now. So I ended up being insured by a company called Bell. There you go. The telematics is what they call it officially. Colloquially, it is known as black box insurance because that's what you plug into your car. Now, let me be very clear. This is not an endorsement. One thing I will say in their favour, I do enjoy receiving emails from them because they have enjoyable subject headings. For example, important information about your Bell policy. What's not to enjoy about that? If you'd have told the 10-year-old me that I would one day be receiving an email saying important information about your Bell policy, I would have said to you, what the hell is an email? No idea. But it is enjoyable. My Bell policy, incidentally, not too loudly and only on a Sunday. It's as simple as that. Now, telematics can work in your favour. This is a story that was in the papers a little while ago. A young lad called Alex Cooper from Oldham. He had insurance from another telematics company, not Bell, a different company, and his car got stolen. But it got stolen by someone who drove better than he did. And as a result, his insurance went down. I've never had my car stolen. Honestly, some guys get all the bloody luck, don't they? Now, with my insurance, what happens is they measure your driving for 3 months. You get cheaper insurance for agreeing to go with it in the first place, and then, if you've been graded as gold or silver, as they call it, you get an extra discount on top of that. So here is an example of my feedback from Bell, and as you can see, I was graded silver. That's okay, I'm going to get a discount. But I don't want to be in the top two. I want to be gold. And I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what they were measuring. They weren't giving me proper feedback. I don't even know if human beings are involved in the process or if it is just computers. But it occurs to me that it might be someone's job at the insurance company to every now and then get people's charts out and see where they've driven and see if a human being can interpret that data. And I thought, if that's happening, wouldn't it be nice to send them a cheeky little message? Something that charmed them, something that made their rather dull job into not such a dull job just for one afternoon. Thought if I do that, maybe, just out of the kindness of the heart, they will nudge me into gold. I thought I would try and attempt to send them a telematic telegram. To do that, I need a road system with a grid. And it has to be relatively close to London to make it worth my while. The first thought for me was Milton Keynes. Now, in my head, I'm working in that area there. Look at all the straight lines in there. That's something you can work with. That's not a big area. That is 1 mile by 0.4 miles. Very small. But it's a very complicated message that I'm trying to send. I had to plot my route in advance. To check that I had done it correctly, I also put an app on my phone. I'm a cyclist. I've got one of those apps that tells me how fast I was going and how good I was. I know I'm a dick, but I've got one of those on my phone. I turned that on my phone as I was approaching Milton Keynes. So that is the chart that it drew. Now, most of my driving happens down in London, quite close to where I live, just between me and a few shops, doing a few chores, that kind of thing. I thought, if there's a human being working at Bell Insurance trying to interpret that data, they're going to see this jaunt up to Milton Keynes as a bit of an anomaly. They're going to think, I wonder what happened there. Why has he changed the pattern of his driving? I will have a look. And they're going to zoom in on that. And if they do, this is what they'll see. I have driven safely. I have driven safely to the man whose job is to see whether or not I am driving safely. You can't argue with that, can you? If that was your job and you zoomed into that, surely you would think, that is a driver who deserves a nudge. I'll give him gold. Just to prove that I did this, incidentally, because people might think I did this on a computer, you'll see I really did do this thing. This is a wrong turn into an Aldi car park. There you go, mate. Look at that. Look at that. Did I get a discount for that? No, I didn't. My next update came through when I was still bloody silver. Like, come on, guys, I'm trying my hardest. If you're not going to take the hint, I'll do another one. This time, you've got to start a bit further out, because the anomaly is too easy to read if you start any closer in. You'll see why. I didn't actually do that one. I mean, you can do that one. It is a real journey. The M25 is the right testicle. You can make it up from there, I'm sure. Anyone would think I'm bloody 44 and a half looking at that, wouldn't you? Anyway, I didn't do that one. Didn't seem to have any effect. I got my final update, and I did. I was still silver, and I did get a discount, ladies and gentlemen. Your policy premium has been reduced by £23.32. I spent that on petrol going to Milton Keynes and back all the bloody time. I've wasted my money. Then they say, can you please return the device? Where have I got to return it to? Milton Keynes. That's where. Milton bloody Keynes.